Greetings. Today is Monday, July 29th, and it is Pastor John with today's devotional reading. Our lesson comes from the book of Genesis, chapter 18. The lesson begins, "The Lord appeared to Abraham near the great trees of Mamre, while he was sitting at the entrance to his tent in the heat of the day. Abraham looked up and saw 3 men standing nearby. When he saw them, he hurried from the entrance of his tent to meet them and bowed low to the ground. He said, 'If I have found favor in your eyes, my Lord, do not pass your servant by. Let a little water be brought, and then you may all wash your feet and rest under this tree. Let me get you something to eat so you can be refreshed and then go on your way, now that you have come to your servant.' 'Very well,' they answered. 'Do as you say.' Abraham quickly and hurried to the tent to Sarah. 'Quick,' he said, 'get 3 sheaves of the finest flour and knead it and bake it some bread.' Then he ran to the herd and selected a choice tender calf and gave it to a servant who hurried to prepare it. He then brought some curds and milk and the calf that had been prepared and set these before them. While they ate, he stood near them under a tree. 'Where is your wife Sarah?' they asked him. 'There in the tent,' he said. Then one of them said, 'I will surely return to you about this time next year, and Sarah, your wife, will have a son.' Now Sarah was listening at the entrance to the tent, which was behind him. Abraham and Sarah were already very old, and Sarah was way past the age of childbearing. So Sarah laughed to herself as she thought, 'After I'm worn out and my Lord is old, will I now have this pleasure?' Then the Lord said to Abraham, 'Why did Sarah laugh and say, "Well, I really have a child now that I am old"? Is anything too hard for the Lord? I will return to you at the appointed time next year, and Sarah will have a son.' Sarah was afraid, so she lied and said, 'I did not laugh.' But he said, 'Yes, you did laugh.'" This ends our lesson. Our devotion is entitled Effervescent Hope. Unexpected guests. Imagine Abraham running around. 'Sir, we've got company. Help me get some food.' Can they understand the importance of the visit? As Sarah peers through the tent flap, her curiosity bubbles over into snorts of laughter when one says, 'She'll have a son.' 'Me? It's beyond my time for that. After I've worn out? And Abraham too? Would God give me paradise now?' Why does she laugh? She had been hurting for so long, yearning for the fulfillment of her deepest longing, that maybe it was to protect herself from hoping once more in what seemed to be truly impossible. Then, afraid of ruining her last shot, she denies her laughter. I see the Lord casting a glance at Sarah in the shadows. 'Oh, yes, you did laugh.' Sarah will give birth to Isaac. The name means he laughs, and her mirth will bring joy to all around her. Wonderfully, God can turn even bitterness and despair into laughter and joy. And our prayer for today, Holy God, turn my weeping and bitterness to laughter, bubbling over to those around me. Amen.